So Dave, would you like to talk to what part of yourself, that depressed part, or what's up for you right now?
I'll do anything.
Should we talk to that depressed part because that's where it sort of started?
Sure.
And would you like to talk to your depressed part in an empty chair or with a role player?
Role player.
Okay. Look around the room. Now, anybody who is chosen who doesn't want to play a role can just say, I'll pass this one, and otherwise just play the role. And the way you take on the role is to become Dave's version of his depressed self. And I will direct it, but it's purely to be in Dave's inner world with him. It's not anything you bring him from the outside. It's nothing you know as a therapist. It's nothing you're liking Dave to learn. None of that. You're just being, you're joining the distortion, as it were. And you won't have to make things up because I will reverse roles and Dave will articulate what's in him. Okay, choose somebody, Dave?
I would like to choose Christina.
Okay, so what would you like to say to your depressed self?
I would like to say continue staying sober and hopefully you start feeling better and better.
Talk directly to your depressed self.
Okay.
You?
Right. I would say continue to stay sober and just be a good person.
May I double for you, Dave?
Yeah.
It's hard to look at you. It's a little hard to talk to you. Correct that if it's wrong. Don't wear it if I didn't get that right.
Okay. Okay, I would say to myself, my depression, that to keep the faith, keep working hard.
What do you want? Can you connect with yourself on a really the heart-to-heart level?
The heart-to-heart?
Yeah.
Okay. The heart-to-heart. Trying to think, sorry. Give me a second.
Try not to think.
Try not to think. Stay positive, even when times are tough. Think of your family. Think of the reasons why I want to get better and feel better, because I don't want to go to a place where I get suicidal or hopeless in recovery.
Reverse roles. Okay, physically change places.
Oh.
And now give Dave everything you just heard.
As Dave or as depressed
As
Dave?
Dave. No, now you're Dave, and Dave is his depression.
I give him advice?
No, you give him, well, he was giving himself advice. So you basically repeat what he said.
You know, keep in mind like all the hard work that you've done and all the gains that you've made in your recovery and the relationships that you've repaired in your family over time.
As depression, what do you want to say to yourself?
My depression sometimes doesn't care about family or...
I don't
care about family or the hard work that I put in, because I feel like if I continue to feel this way, it's not worth fighting for as a person with clinical depression.
Reverse roles. Physically change places.
Oh.
And then repeat that.
Yep.
When I'm feeling this way, I don't care about anything or anyone, and it's hard for me to like see the future, and I'm stuck in that feeling.
I relate, and
You're talking
to
to
myself.
a part of yourself.
I know.
I don't really want to encounter you directly. Correct that if it's wrong. I kind of want to keep a distance between you and me. I want to tell you what to do, but I don't want to get as deep in there. I'm scared of you. Correct that if it's wrong.
I have a hard time. My depression keeps me.
You're talking to your depression.
I'm talking to my depression.
You keep me?
You keep me living in my past, which was a place that was a lot of pain for multiple decades, and it haunts me at night. So I don't feel like I can ever shake it.
Keep going, you're doing beautifully.
I feel like my best life is behind me, and I'm just doing this to please people. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Keep going.
No, you're doing great. If you want, do you want to keep going? You're right on it. You're being so honest to yourself.
I would just say that you continue to haunt me at nighttime, even when I try to do good, nothing seems to work out. So the depression, you always win.
Reverse roles.
Okay.
Again, I'm repeating that back as his depressor.
No, you're him. No, he would. Now the gap is closing. The intimacy is growing. So you are Dave, and Dave is his depressed self.
Okay. I'm tired of you keeping me up at night and keeping me from being able to enjoy the progress that I've made in the life that I've built for myself now.
And as depression, what do you want to say back to yourself?
I want to stay focused, win this multiple decade battle, and find happiness and not give in to the negative energy.
Reverse roles. Now, as Dave, back to your depression.
Right.
Yeah.
I want, you won't have the power over me much longer because I finally have good people in my life, and I have a purpose that I love doing that's starting to give me some happiness in my life.
Sounds wrapped up.
Wrapped
Anything
up.
else you want to say?
Nope.
Just want to underline how that moved, this simple act of bringing it inside and outside, and why it's important to talk to and not about.
Mm-hmm.
Once you made that connection where you really started talking to yourself, everything shifted. Were you aware of that? We were.
Yeah.
Well, how did it feel inside?
Just had to get very honest, you know.
Yeah. And how does it feel to get very honest?
It's a little uncomfortable, but I do love and trust the people in this room. But they're also my coworkers, so I'm thinking that they think I'm a little bit crazy right now.
Been there, done that.
Right.
Thank you, and I honor all of you for doing this with your coworkers. I get it. I've done that myself, and it's not easy. But you look so bright-eyed.
Yeah.
And the two sides are different. The color, your bright eyes, your color in your cheeks, and your posture. Though, like this is happier version of it.
Dave and I have also kind of talked about this before.
Yeah.
Which helps, I think.
Yeah. Well, you're also a very natural protagonist. You were very able to move with this. Yeah. I mean, not a natural
I was like, that's a
role
good
player.
thing, right?
You're very.
Doesn't sound like a good thing.
You're a good role player.
Right.
Yeah. And you're a good protagonist.
Thank you.
And you're saying you would stop and do this in a group? If it
I would do a floor check for any length of time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily add role play, and I wasn't intending to, but you were such a perfect example of a lack of integration. I just couldn't bring you here and not help integrate that. And I'm looking at your face, and it's just different. And that's why I did it,
Yeah.
because I couldn't not do it. You do whatever the group tells you to do.
Whatever feels right.
Yeah. And you can do it with an empty chair just as easily.
Mm-hmm.
But the advantage of two people is it gives one more person an opportunity. And this you can see is quite easy to direct. It's hard when you're in it you struggle a little bit to what role am I in now? That's a sign of engagement. That's a sign that something's working now that it's not working. And we brought you sort of fast from a disengaged place to an engaged place, but you were so willing to do that. So hats off to you. And that's where the shift comes. And I did not do much, you know, but I used the techniques available in psychodrama, which in this case are doubling and role reversal. Doubling helps you get in touch with yourself, and role reversal helps you change perspective. And as you reverse back and forth, when it's appropriate, which is when there's a question that's being asked or you need to move it forward somehow, you loosen the grip that this dynamic has, because this is your depression. You have a relationship with it. So by putting this out on the stage and working with it and reversing roles and so on, you encountered it directly. And then you suddenly become in charge, right? We saw that happen. It went from it being kind of in charge of you to you being in charge of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
If there's another person who would like to do that, who's warmed up, come on over. And maybe somebody who could talk to an empty chair so we could see what that looks like. Anybody have a part of themselves or anyone, another person or anything that you want to put in an empty chair and talk to? And we'll learn how to do that.
I'll do it.
Great.
Is it right here?
Mm-hmm. Who's in the chair?
We'll keep it rolling with Dad. My dad.
Your dad. Okay. What would you like to say to your dad?
I think that you are extremely stubborn, and that's why I'm so worried, because, you know, I'm your only child, and I feel like it's my responsibility to take care of you, and I feel like there's not acceptance on your part about your age and your physical issues, and that just scares me. I feel like I'm not in control, and that freaks me out.
Reverse roles? I'm reversing roles because I need to know more.
It's on my dad. Freaky place to be. Let me see. I'm your father. I'm an adult. I've always been able to take care of things on my own. I'm the only one of my brothers left. I don't want to scare you. I want you to feel like everything is going to be okay.
Dad, may I interview you in role reversal? I mean, this is... So why do you think your daughter brought you here today to talk to you?
I think she sees me pushing her away to protect her, and we're very similar, her and I, so I think I see her do that sometimes, and I think that she's bringing this up a lot. She's brought up other things in the past that she's worried about, but I push her away. But obviously she thinks about it all the time because she brings it up all the time.
So what's... Double for yourself, Dad. Stand behind your chair and double for what goes on the inside of you as your daughter tries to get you to open up and you won't?
I think mostly fear.
It's a enter your father's inner world and speak as him.
Okay. I think for Michaela's dad,
Yeah.
I think there's fear.
We're going to leave the word think out of it. So
I'm experiencing
there you
fear. I'm contemplating my own mortality. And I think there was maybe times where I couldn't protect her, so I'm trying to do that now by being in control.
So have a seat, Dad, and tell your daughter.
What, I just doubled?
Yeah, I tried to. There, I wasn't always able.
Maybe I feel guilt for not being able to protect you. And so I recognize that you want to help me, but I don't want to cause you any more harm.
May I double for you, Dad?
Sure.
I'm confused about what causing harm is. My guilt is like way in the way. But it's still about me, I realize.
Okay.
I was guilty and I didn't protect you, and now I'm still not protecting you by telling you the truth. Correct that if it's wrong. By pushing you away, I'm causing you to feel unprotected. Correct it if it's wrong.
I feel that it's accurate, but I maybe don't have the skills to, or the self-understanding to.
I can't do this, Michaela. I can't do this, and part of me just won't do it.
Yeah.
I don't trust myself around these feelings. I want to think it's because I feel so bad, and part of it is, the other part is that if I go into these feelings, I don't know what's going to happen. And then I really will be a flood with you all over again. And I've been a mess with you. Correct that if it's wrong.
I feel it's accurate.
Tell Michaela what you couldn't protect her from.
Before I do that, is there any way I could get a tissue?
We'll find one for you, Michaela. We'll find one. Maybe there's a napkin over there.
What couldn't I protect you from?
What didn't I protect
What
you
didn't I
from?
protect you from? Thank you.
Zerka used to say, that's my trainer, Zerka Moreno, blow your nose, give it a good play. Yeah.
I couldn't protect you from, or I didn't protect you from the person that your mother chose to marry after we separated. And I feel guilt about that.
And what was the nature of the protection? What did you want to protect her from, Dad?
I think I'm a little blurred right now.
Your identities are a little blurred?
Yeah.
So that's codependency and that's trauma, right? And that's what you're carrying here, is his pain that you're assuming he has it. But we never really know what's in another person. So let's reverse roles again and speak just as yourself to your father. And you can tell him what he didn't protect you from.
felt like, or feel like, that I needed somebody to rescue me, and nobody came.
Can you tell Dad what you needed rescuing from?
Isolation, feeling othered, not feeling like I was wanted in the place where I lived, and sometimes not wanted when I was around you.
May I ask you a question?
Sure.
Would you like to talk to the child inside of you who felt that? We'll bring up another chair.
Sure.
Okay.
I guess, like, I'm sorry that you felt that nobody showed up for you emotionally, and that I continued to hurt you through substance use and kind of buried you and made you feel even less heard. I want to be the safe adult that maybe you never had. I want your feelings to be like honored. I want you to feel safe where you live.
Doing a beautiful job. The stage is yours.
I want you to feel like you belong somewhere, that people like want you around.
Can I double for you? And it's really hard for me to do that sometimes because I didn't have that template growing up. So part of me doesn't know what to look for. Part of me doesn't know just what to create. Part of me knows enough to long for it and want it, but then I get scared when I start to create it. Correct all of that. If it's wrong, don't wear it if it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I feel that that's right.
Put it in your own words then.
I tend to self-sabotage.
And I sabotage you.
I sabotage you because...
See it in your body, right? Where is it in your body?
I'm feeling it here.
Yeah. Can you just put your hand there for a minute? And if this part of you had a voice, what would it say to the child inside of you?
You're safe. You're wanted. You're being taken care of. You're good enough.
And you have me.
And you have me.
I didn't have me. I didn't have... You have me.
You have me.
And I am learning. And I am growing. And I know a lot about both of us. Correct that if it's wrong.
I know a lot about both of us, but it's still scary to keep learning sometimes.
Reverse roles. Over your nose.
Yeah.
You have to be ladylike.
Oh, girl, we're past that. Boogie queen right now.
Only to you.
All right. Young me to now me.
Still scary. It's still scary.
Yeah, I'm still scared. I'm still scared that I'm gonna be like left behind.
May I double? I felt so left behind when my father left and replaced himself with someone who didn't want me, and he took my mother with him. Correct this if it's wrong.
Yeah, I felt replaced or put on a shelf because I felt forced to have a relationship with somebody that I didn't want to, that didn't treat me well. And both the people that I wanted to have relationships with were too involved in their own stuff. And so I feel like I had to figure it out on my own.
I felt unprotected by the whole system. Correct that if it's wrong.
I felt very vulnerable. Like, constantly, I never felt like I could, where I was.
And since in trauma, the past and present meet, and this part of you is just on a loop as part of your present, put it in the present tense. I feel very vulnerable.
I feel very vulnerable, a lot vulnerable. I feel comfortable with being vulnerable right now. It's like a separate, that's maybe my present self, but
So you're here. Reverse role.
I feel more comfortable being vulnerable. And a lot of people in this room have seen you exactly like this before. And you know that you feel supported by the people, at least in this room. And I'm doing my best to show up for you by doing the work for myself.
Doing the work for us.
Doing the work for us.
You're part of the work. You're a huge part of the work. We're in this together. Correct that if it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
I need you as part of this work.
And nobody, I'm not going to leave you behind.
Again, say that again.
I'm not going to leave you behind.
Say that again.
I am not going to leave you behind.
Reverse roles. I'm not going to leave you behind.
I'm still scared.
Reverse roles. May I help you?
Sure.
Of course you're scared. You're feeling all the feelings you had to shut down. You're feeling all those feelings you sat on. And fear is part of them. Fear is part of the feeling. Fear kicked in all the fight, flight, freeze, fear, fawn, you know. Fear kicked that in. And as you feel the feelings underneath the fear, it is scary. It's vulnerable. I see you.
don't want to hide from you, from your feelings, from our feelings anymore. It's okay to feel what we feel. It's okay to take up space. It's okay to have boundaries and to say no. It's okay to protect yourself. Let me protect you. Us, let me protect us. I want to take you with me into this next part. I'm not going to leave you behind.
Can you tell her what the next part is?
This next part.
You don't have to know it exactly. Just invite her in.
Growth. I mean, the future isn't scary anymore. You know, we have developed faith in ourselves and other people. Whatever happens, I want to tell you that I am sure that everything will be okay.
Okay. End the scene with this part of yourself any way you want to for now.
Can I pretend to give myself a hug?
Please. Please. And you can even ask somebody to do you want somebody to be you for that?
Yeah. Who let Jess in middle?
I'm going to want to love him cry.
What do you want to tell this part of you now, holding her?
I got you. I got you, girl. I got us. You have to tell me not to like it. I won't.
Say that again.
I said she'll have to tell me when to
You'll
let
have
go
to, you
because I'm
said.
not-
I like this. This is what I need, and I'm staying here. Tell her what it's like to be in her arms and be hugged by her.
What is it like?
Of me.
Yes.
Feels good.
More words.
Feels like I needed this for a very long time.
Okay. What do you want to
I
say?
needed to feel held, I needed to feel loved, I needed to feel protected.
And how does it feel to get that?
Amazing. Relieved. Feels good.
Say the last things you want to say to this part of yourself for now.
I'm happy that just for today I can show up for you and give you what you need. And I love you.
I love you too.
You sure? Yes.
Oh, you did so good.
Okay. So do you want to say anything more to your father, or is this where you want to wrap it up? It's your scene, your stage.
I think for right now, I'm okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm a little tired.
Yeah. And this was a very nice wrap up and a redo, right? A repair.
So thank you. That was, I feel lighter.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So next, what we do is share. And in psychodrama, the way you share is directly with the protagonist. And who's both of our protagonists, however you want to do that. It's from my own life. What came up for me from my life watching your drama or watching your drama was this. It's not feedback. It's different from other processes, but it's for your continued healing as a group member because this stuff brings things up for people. And you keep healing. This is how you use this for your healing. So this is a moment to be self-centered. And you will discover that it is actually the nicest thing you can do for the protagonist because they will understand you understand. And it will bring them back into the group psychically. If you played a role, I'm so-and-so, I'm not so-and-so, playing your, what role did you play?
Depressed Dave?
Playing your depression I felt, right? So you speak as articulate the role experience, and then you shed the role, and then if you want to share from yourself how it applies to your life, go ahead. And if nothing's there, sometimes it's not, don't worry about it. This is for your continued healing. This is how you leave it in the room and you don't carry it out with you.
Yeah. I really identified with you and your part growing up with an alcoholic dad, so not having the exact same circumstances, but having him leave over and over again pretty much every night, and then for good, and not being there for really important stuff. Yeah, just really, I've done a lot of work with that part that feels left behind, and could really feel that tenderness. And it helped me. I touched my heart when Tian invited you to do that, and I was like, oh, it's right there. So just connecting with that part was really helpful. Thank you so much for
Jackie,
sharing.
if that part of you had a voice, what would it say to the protagonist?
It was a thank you for connecting again, and that reminder to stay connected. Like it feels like a lifelong relationship with that part. Like I have to spend time, and felt like I got to do that. So the part's feeling seen. Feeling seen. Thank you. It's beautiful.
I could also really relate to what you were sharing. It's interesting though, what was coming up for me is, I wouldn't say anger anymore, but towards my mom and my dad. But my mom remarried and my stepdad was evil. Grew up terrified. But also what I could feel too is like how much healing I've done, which was pretty cool. And then if I speak as Dave's depression, or in general, like, I realize I'm like afraid of depression, you know? I've struggled with anxiety my whole life, but like I never wanted to feel like depression because describing what you felt like terrifies me. But acting as your depression, it was like you could feel kind of like the hold that it had over you just like lessen a little bit when you spoke to it in a way that was like, regardless of how it's making me feel, I'm going to like suit up and show up, and I could feel it shift a little bit.
Dave, I can really identify with your depressed self. And it brought up a lot for me just how my depression can take hold of me, and it's just a vicious cycle, and it's very difficult to get out of. And then in my active addiction, you know, like I would try to not feel those feelings, and I would drink, and it just caused it more and more intense. Those feelings intensified, and it was really difficult to get out of. But in sobriety, I can now feel that as well, and I think it's being able to kind of like what was spoken about earlier, like suit up and show up, and that helps, like gives me one chance to step away from that depression and give me that hope. But I can absolutely relate to the feelings of your depressed side.
What you just went through has raised a lot of awareness inside of myself, right? Because my mom and dad split when I was young. And I can remember as a young kid sitting on the porch of my mom's beauty salon on a Friday afternoon waiting for my dad to pick me up, and him never showing up for me. It made me feel less than. It made me feel unworthy. And I too have vowed to never let myself behind again. The work that I put in makes me feel of value where I have not felt before. I no longer feel abandoned. So thank you for sharing.